Have you ever felt someone pull away right after they pulled you close? They made you laugh, touched your hand, said your name like it mattered, then went silent. You check your phone. You replay the moment. You tell yourself they're just busy. But the silence feels scripted. That's not chemistry, that's calibration. They watch what lights you up, then ration it like a drug. A message, a glance, a compliment, then nothing. The high fades and your mind starts chasing. You crave the warmth, not the person. That's the trick. They train you to equate attention with worth, absence with fault, and return with relief. It doesn't look like control. It feels like wanting. But the distance isn't random. It's the leash tightening in rhythm. One pull, one release, until you move on cue. Stay with me. We'll trace how they build that rhythm, how they teach your brain to beg for balance. And by the end of this video, you'll know how to break the pattern before it owns you and turn the tide. These patterns are named here for awareness, not for use. In the end, we can't change who you are. You can, because the same knowledge that breaks their control can build your presence. And when you see how the pattern works, you'll stop mistaking it for love. It starts with the rush, a surge of attention so bright it blinds your caution. They study what opens you, a compliment, a story, a shared wound, then feed it back until trust feels inevitable. You start to mirror their energy. When they lean in, you match it. When they pull back, you reach farther. That's conditioning. They give just enough warmth to make withdrawal feel like punishment. Your brain records the pattern. Reward, absence, chase, relief. Each cycle etches deeper until you crave the fix more than the connection. They'll call it chemistry, you'll call it confusion, but it's choreography. Affection becomes currency, distance becomes leverage, and you start paying attention like rent, just to keep the feeling alive. It doesn't happen overnight. They make inconsistency look accidental, apologies sound sincere, and chaos feel like passion. By the time you see the pattern, you're already dancing to it. But what if you could stop mid-step? What if the moment they pull away, you didn't chase and just watch? Because once you learn to read rhythm, you can decide when the music stops. If any of this feels too familiar, drop a word in the comments. Just one. Awake. It tells me you've started seeing it. Stay with me. The next act shows what happens when the rhythm breaks and who really loses control. It always slips in the small moments, the delay that feels deliberate, the compliment that comes right after you pull away. You start feeling the sync break, like a song that's almost on beat but never lands right. They say they missed you, but their eyes measure your reaction first. They talk about space, but it's a leash they hold loosely, tightening whenever you stop moving. You replay everything, trying to decode what you did wrong, but there was never a wrong move, only the one they needed next. That's when you realize it. The affection was real enough to sell the illusion, but not deep enough to cost them anything. You gave them access to your rhythm, and they learned how to conduct it. Then one day they don't text back, and your body reacts before your mind does. It's not heartbreak, it's withdrawal. Because your subconscious doesn't argue, it obeys patterns. It remembers the sequence: warmth, pause, reward. It waits for the next cue like a dog hearing footsteps that never come. That's when you understand the trap wasn't in your heart. It was in your nervous system. They rewired what safety feels like. Now silence hurts the way danger should. Every pull is control. Every push is maintenance. Every silence a reset. And once you see that, the performance stops looking romantic. It starts looking strategic. What you just felt isn't only a thought, it's a pattern living under your awareness. Watching this rewires that pattern. Not by theory, but by teaching your reflex where to look. That quiet rewiring is the point. You stop reacting. Your body learns a new rhythm, and the next pause doesn't own you. Here's what they use to keep you trained. Calibration, affection given, then withheld just long enough for you to chase it. Staged vulnerability, selective pain that makes you protect them instead of question them. Cold warmth, care in words, distance in tone, you keep earning what should have been free. Ghosting and recall, vanish, return, relief becomes attachment. Role flips, victim, critic, lover, each switch resets your footing. Now that you can see the machinery, you'll start noticing how your reflex wants to react. That's your window. When they pull, breathe once, slow. When they twist words, ask, "What do you mean exactly?" When they rewrite memory, answer once, "I remember it this way." Then stop. Let silence hold the truth. Each moment you do this, the old pattern loses ground, and a new one begins to form. That's awareness turning into armor. Now you use it. When the next pull comes, don't fill the space. Let it stretch. The pause that used to scare you, that's where control shifts. They'll look for the guilt signal in your face, the reflex that says, "I'll fix this." Don't give it. Let their silence echo back to them. If they press, stay calm. Ask once, "What makes you say that?" Then wait. Silence is gravity. It drags truth out. Don't defend, define. Don't chase, observe. Their rhythm needs your reaction. Starve it, and the pattern dies. Each breath you control is ground reclaimed. Each word you withhold teaches your body new power. They may call you cold or distant. That's fine. To someone who feeds on chaos, stability feels like cruelty. Hold your ground. You're not fighting noise with noise anymore. You're turning the echo against its maker. And then something small changes. Not them, you. The silence that used to sting feels lighter. You don't lean forward, you breathe. Their pause lands, but it doesn't pull. It just sits there, harmless. That's the win. Not a victory you show, a freedom you feel. You've stopped dancing, they just don't know it yet. When the rhythm breaks, the quiet feels strange, too calm, too clean, because peace was never part of the pattern. Stay there. That stillness is proof your body remembered something older than control. It remembered choice. You'll start noticing small shifts. The messages that used to shake you don't. The words that once dictated your mood sound thin. That's what awareness feels like when it settles. Clarity without adrenaline. No chase, no pull, just space. Don't rush to fill it. Let the calm teach you what control really was. If this helped you see the pattern, remember, understanding isn't a weapon, it's armor. Use it to protect, not to punish, because manipulators rarely stop with one tactic. When push-pull fails, they evolve. They isolate, divide, and rebuild the stage where only their voice matters. That's the next layer, the isolation loop, the art of cutting off every rhythm but theirs. Stay sharp. That's where we go next.